the state of the atmosphere at a given time and place with respect to the variables such as temperature, moisture, wind, velocity, and atmospheric pressure. So, what is climate? Climate means weather conditions followed a similar general pattern over many years over a large area. And in this chapter, we have already discussed about climatographs or climographs. What is meant by a climograph? Climograph means a graph that depicts the or that explains the annual average temperatures and rainfall for a geographical area. So we have already completed these topics in the previous class, and we have already learned the elements of climate and the climatic controls. How many climatic controls are there? So there are 4 climatic controls. One is the latitude, second one is the land-water relationship, and the third one is relief, and the fourth one is upper air circulation. So these 4 are the climatic controls. These 4 are influencing the climate patterns in various places. Next, we are going to learn seasons also. What are the seasons? We have already completed winter season and summer season and advancing monsoon season also. Now we are going to learn about retreating monsoons. So what is retreating monsoon? What are the features of this retreating monsoon? So the retreat of the monsoon is marked by the clear skies and rise in the temperature. See children, remember the features of this retreating monsoon. What are the 2 features here I have discussed? So first of all, the clear sky, and the second one is a rise in the temperature. The land is still moist. Owing to the conditions of high temperature and humidity, the weather becomes rather oppressive. So mostly this is commonly happened in the October. So this is called as October heat. The low pressure conditions which once prevailed over northwestern India move far south in the center of the Bay of Bengal by early November. So by early November. During the period, cyclonic depressions are common which originate over the Andaman area. So in this period, Nana, so remember this point also. The tropical cyclones during this period, the cyclonic depressions are common which originate over the Andaman area. You know about the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So these tropical cyclones are often very destructive. Okay. In the first chapter of our syllabus, we have already learned about the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Nana. They are of volcanic origin. So Barren and Narcondam are 2 volcanic areas, volcanic mountains. So these Andaman and Nicobar Islands have formed due to the volcanic eruption of Barren and Narcondam. These tropical cyclones are often very destructive. Destructive means it causes a lot of damage. The thickly populated deltas of the Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri are their targets. Okay, so thickly populated deltas. So we know that we are having some peninsular rivers. So what are the peninsular rivers in South India? Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. So occasionally these tropical cyclones visit Sundarbans and Bangladesh too sometimes. So these tropical cyclones visit Sundarbans and Bangladesh. Sundarbans means the largest delta in the world. So Bangladesh, it is it is sharing eastern boundary with our country, Bangladesh. So bulk of the rainfall of the Coromandel coast is derived from depressions and cyclones. And next, which area is receiving heavy amount of rainfall in the retreating monsoon time? So it is a question to all of you. So the answer is the Coromandel coast is receiving bulk amount or large amount of rainfall in this season. Okay. So in this season, the Coromandel coast means which state? So that is Tamil Nadu. The coastline and the coastal area of Tamil Nadu is known as Coromandel coast. Okay, children, let us move to the another slide. So global warming and climate changes. 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 Somebody is in mute, Nana. Please unmute. Please unmute yourself, ma. Global warming and climate change. Next one is global warming and climate change. A thin layer of gases surrounds Earth and provides us several important benefits. So what is atmosphere means? We know the meaning of atmosphere. A thin layer of gases which surrounds Earth. It is called as an atmosphere. So it provides us several important benefits. The atmosphere traps a lot of the solar energy that reaches Earth by preventing it from totally escaping back into space. So our atmosphere, it traps, it receives a lot of the solar energy. So it preventing us from totally escaping back into space. This is called as a greenhouse effect. This effect is important and vital for life to survive on this planet. This greenhouse effect is very important for us. Vital means important. To survive on the earth. Survive means to live. If it is not happened like that, Nana, if not, earth would be very cold indeed. Earth becomes very cold. Since the 19th century, the planet has been warming up very rapidly due to the industrial revolution and human activities, which leads to the global warming. Children, so many of you know, I think, we are facing the problem of global warming. Not only India, Nana, almost all the countries over the world are facing the problem of global warming. Why? Because this global warming is happened. Why? Because of the industrial revolution. Industrial revolution means almost all countries are establishing so many industries for their economic development. So not only industrial revolution, human activity is also one of the reasons for the global warming. We are using so many pesticides and insecticides for our crops, and we are using so many vehicles on the road for our transportation. And we are using plastic also, which is taking so many years to decompose in the earth. More recently, scientists are discovering large volumes of methane under the frozen tundras of the far northern latitudes. Far northern latitudes means the latitudes which are far from the equator. It means 66.5 degrees north latitudes, that means the Arctic Circle, and the 90 degrees north latitude is known as the North Pole area. So scientists have discovered that a large volume means high quantities of methane. So methane is one of the gas. Methane under the frozen tundras. Frozen means melting form, in the form of melting, frozen. So under the frozen tundras, tundras means these are the landforms, or these are the grasslands near the Arctic Circle. So the far northern latitudes. As global temperature increases, the ice in the tundra melts more. Whenever the temperature increases, automatically the ice or the snow in the tundra region melts more. Melts means the solid form turns into liquid form. The methane that is trapped under the ice escapes into the atmosphere, increasing the global temperatures, which leads to global warming. So the highest temperatures is one of the main reasons for the global warming. So let us move on to the one more slide. So here AGW. So AGW means anthropogenic global warming. Anthropogenic global warming and climate changes. Here AGW means the full form of AGW is anthropogenic global warming. So global warming, which is caused by the activities of human beings, is called anthropological global warming. This is an important sentence, Nana. All of you please remember. Anthropogenic global warming means global warming which is caused by the activities of human beings. So this AGW is causing many changes in the distribution of heat in the Earth system. Okay, when the redistribution system is disrupted, disrupted means when it is interrupted or when it gets disturbed. Disrupted means when it gets disturbed. When the redistribution system is disrupted, weather and climatic patterns will automatically change. Long-term changes happen from accumulations of short-term changes. Long-term changes, climate. In the introduction of this chapter, we have already discussed that climate means the state of, it explains the state of atmospheric conditions over a larger area during a large period. So this long-term changes happens from accumulations of short-term changes. An international organization called Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. So here, this one is also very important, Nana. In the examination point of view, they will give just expand the full form of IPCC or expand the AGW. So AGW, the full form of AGW means anthropogenic global warming, and the full form of IPCC, all of you observe on the slide, Nana, IPCC. IPCC, the full form of IPCC is Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. It was formed to work out a treaty among the nations to reduce AGW, so far not been achieved. So here, the main aim of IPCC means, what is the main aim of a formation of IPCC? So it was formed to work out a treaty among the nations. Nations means countries all over the world. So why it has formed? To reduce AGW. AGW means global warming, which is caused by the activities of human beings. So far not been achieved, but unfortunately, this aim was so far not been achieved. Broadly, the disagreements are between the developed countries and the developing countries. The reason behind why the aim of IPCC was so far not been achieved. So the answer is the disagreements between the developed countries and the developing countries. Most scientists from around the world warn that severe weather and other changes will increase in the coming years and threaten the life on the earth. Today, most number of the scientists who are there around the world, I mean from different nations, are giving warning signs for all of us. So what is the warning? So the severe weather and climate changes will increase in the coming years and threaten the life on the earth. I mean, the increase in the global warming may cause a threat. Threat means a danger, threat to life on the earth. So one of the human activities that contribute to global warming is the deforestation. So here, deforestation means, children, you know well the meaning of deforestation. Cutting of trees indiscriminately is called as a deforestation. So deforestation is also one of the reasons which leads to the global warming. So let us move on to the one more slide. Impact of climate changes on India. So here, children, all of you look at this slide. So what is there on the slide? I have presented some pictures for the sake of your understanding. Here you can observe the impact of climate changes in our country. Though a rise of 2 degrees centigrade in average temperature may appear to be small, so it would result in a rise of 1 meter in sea levels by early next century. So we feel 2 degrees in average temperature, 2 degrees rise in average temperature, we feel it very simple. It's very small in number, but it would result in a rise of 1 meter in sea level by early next century. This would affect large portions of our coastal areas and millions of people would have to be shifted. So almost every year we are hearing the news from the TV channels, or we are observing the pics from the news coverages from the TV channels, or by reading the newspapers, we are able to get the news. What about that earthquakes or happened in so and so place, and cyclones or floods. So these are all the causes of, or these are all the examples of climate changes. So they would lose their livelihood. While at the time of cyclones or at the time of earthquakes or at the time of floods, so many people are losing their livelihood. Somebody lost their lives also at the severity, because of the severity of these natural disasters. And some of the people lost their crops and lost their assets or properties. So these are all the damages caused by the climate changes. So climate is very important factor for all of us, for the life of all of us. For example, super cyclonic storm Amphan was a powerful and deadly tropical cyclone that caused widespread damage in eastern India, specifically in West Bengal in the May 2020. So recently, Nana, in the last year, we have heard the news that super cyclonic storm Amphan. So the meteorologists named the cyclones with different names, just like Nisha and Ivar and Hudhud. So these are all the names given by the meteorologists for the cyclones. So cyclones causes loss of damage to the entire human life. So see that, I think, are you able to watch on this slide? So the electric lines were damaged and the houses were damaged, and so many available things, or so many necessary or essential things for the human life are getting damaged. So I think all of you are able to understand what I'm explaining. So if the climate is impacted badly, it will give negative results for the human life also. So for this reason, we have to save our environment. We have to protect the climate from the global warming and anthropological global warming also. So let us see the next slide, Ma. The other effect of climate change would be on rainfall. So what will be the other effect of climate change would be on rainfall? So rainfall also affecting. Here in the previous slide, we have discussed about the concept of deforestation. If we cut the trees indiscriminately, so we will lose the green cover on the earth. So when there is no enough green cover means the trees and plants. So actually, plants are participating in the photosynthesis process. They will prepare their food. In the process of photosynthesis, they are releasing oxygen for us, and they are absorbing the carbon dioxide which is emitted on the earth. So when we participate in the process of deforestation, there is no enough trees and plants on the earth. Then this impact will badly affects the rainfall also. So some places are likely to receive excess rainfall, whereas other one or other places would get less than normal rainfall. So the change in the climate pattern will affect the rainfall also. Some places in our country or in any country receives excess rainfall. Excess means more rainfall. So whereas others would get less than normal. Less than normal means at least those places are not having very less amount of rainfall. Hence, droughts and floods are expected to increase. Here, two words, children, remember this. Droughts means lack of sufficient rainfall may lead to drought. So the excessive rainfall leads to floods. So these two are damaged. These two are actually causes damages for our life. So if we are in the drought situation, there is no crop cultivation, there is no proper supply of food grains, first of all, there is no proper production of food grains, and there will be no supply of food grains to the people. So here floods. Floods also causes very damage. Floods may drown the low-lying areas. So these are also causing damages to the crops. And this would greatly affect the agriculture pattern and people's livelihood. When there is floods or droughts, when we expect the droughts or floods in the condition, so they will greatly affect the agricultural pattern of any country or in our country and people's livelihood. The faster melting of Himalayan glaciers would disturb The livelihood of freshwater fisher folks as their natural habitat of fish is affected. So here children, one more important thing is, so in the previous slides, we have discussed about the ice is melting at the tundra regions because of the excessive temperatures. So when the temperatures is high, the ice starting melts and the methane spreads into the atmosphere. The methane which was lying under the snow, so it will reach us the atmosphere directly. So here in this point also, remember once, the Himalayan glaciers, we know we have discussed about the glaciers in the previous chapter. So glacier means the moving mass of ice is called as a glacier. Where do we find these glaciers? Means at Himalayan regions, there are more number of glaciers. So these glaciers also start melting and they would disturb the livelihood of freshwater fisher folks. Fisher folk means the people, we will call them as fishermen. So fishermen mostly depend on fishing activity for their livelihood. To survive their life, they will depend on fishing, the activity of fishing. So these freshwater fisher folks are, they will lose their natural habitats. Natural habitat means people where they are living. Habitats, the similar word for habitat is dwelling areas. So natural habitat of fish is also affected. Similarly, freak weather conditions. Similarly, freak weather conditions that you read about are likely to increase. So freak weather conditions means there are so many changes in the weather conditions. Sometimes we are having higher temperatures irrespective of the season. Sometimes we are having, or we will have heavy amount of rainfall irrespective of the seasons. So these are all known as freak weather conditions. So climate change is something that happens at a global level. So children try to understand that these climate changes are not only related to the problem of our country. So these climatic changes and the anthropological global warming, the term global warming is now faced by almost all the nations in the world, irrespective of the developed or underdeveloped. So the question is not about the development. So many countries are facing the issue of global warming and climatic changes. So climatic change is something that happens at a global level. Global level means world level, international level. So therefore, it affects all of us. So it is the responsibility of the younger generations or the present generation to protect our earth from the environmental pollution or to protect our earth from the severe global changes or climatic changes. So this is all about the global warming and the climatic changes. Children, here I would like to tell you about the one important concept. So how does the deforestation affect the global warming? How does the deforestation affects the global warming? It is a general question. So when we cut down a tree, it sends all that carbon dioxide it had been storing, increasing total carbon emissions in the atmosphere. So we have just discussed about that in the process of photosynthesis, the plants participating in the activity of photosynthesis and they will prepare their food by their own and they will emit oxygen, which is very important for our life, and they will absorb the carbon dioxide. So here by cutting the trees, this process will stop. So there is no the emission of oxygen, there is no intake of carbon dioxide by the plants. Trees and soil absorbs and store carbon dioxide actually. That means they are actually removing carbon dioxide from the air, which helps to slow global warming. When we cut down trees, we lose in two ways. First, we lose the carbon storehouses, all that carbon that has been tucked away in a tree or in the social in the atmosphere. So deforestation contributes to the global warming process. So deforestation is equal to fewer trees, that is equal to more carbon dioxide, that is equal to enhanced greenhouse effect, that finally leads to the global warming. This is all about the global warming and climate changes, ma. Hello, madam. Hello, DO, madam. Hello, DO, madam. Okay, in this chapter, Nana, so the definitions of climate and the definition of weather and next, the climographs are climatographs and the elements of climate, and finally, the factors of climate is a very important questions. So all of you once read the PDF completely, and here the abbreviations also, Nana, AGW and IPCC. AGW is anthropogenic global warming, and IPCC, Intergovernmental Panel on Climatic Changes. Mostly these two have been asked in the question papers. So next, what about trade winds? And next, how does deforestation affects the global warming? And what are the some other ways in which human actions contributes to global warming? Human actions, we know some of the human actions which causes the global warming. Usage of refrigerators and air conditioners by the human being leads to global warming. Today, more number of people in the society are using refrigerators and air conditioners in their homes. And next, usage of motor vehicles which run on fuel, which emits greenhouse gases. Today, we are using, so many people are using different types of vehicles on the road to move their destination places in time. So these motor vehicles are run on fuel, or they will run with the help of diesel or petrol, etc. You know that. So which emits greenhouse gases. Uses of inorganic fertilizers, chemicals, and pesticides. Uses of inorganic fertilizers. So organic means it is the eco-friendly matter. So inorganic fertilizers, chemicals, and pesticides may cause damage to the soil structure also. Releasing of effluences and waste from the industries. So when we establish more number of industries in the matter of industrial revolution, they will emit or they will release so many wastages or harmful substances from their industries. So those harmful substances like chemicals or some toxic materials, they will cause the changes in the climate. Excessive usage of natural resources. So burning of fossil fuels. Fossil fuels means coal, petroleum, etc. So and clear cutting forest. So this clearance of forest means deforestation. So these are all the reasons for the climate changes, or these are the causes which leads to global warming.
మేడం మీ వాయిస్ వినపడట్లేదు.
All of you observe the slides once, Nana. So after this, we have finished the chapter 4. So from the beginning, all of you observe the slides once, ma. So in the first slide, I have given the definitions of a climate, weather, and Climographs ma. Climographs shows the average monthly values of maximum temperature, minimum temperature, and rainfall for a given place. Okay. Climographs helps us a lot for knowing the average monthly values of a maximum temperature, minimum temperature, and also rainfalls for the given place. So in the next slide, so I have given the pictures of climographs and climotographs. In the next slide, factors influencing the climate and weather. So this question is very important in the 4 marks questions. So 4 factors are there, Nana, which affect the climate. So that's why they are called as climatic controls: latitude, land-water relationship, relief, and upper air circulation. So in the next slide, I have given the picture which is explaining the influence of latitude on a climate. All of you want to see this. Here all of you look at this slide, Nana. Relief refers to the highest and lowest